Who's there? Alan? What's the matter? Is everything all right? Mind if I stay here for a bit? The nightmares? Again? Come in. Maybe you should see a doctor. It's getting out of hand. No, it's not in my mind, Christine. The house. There's something about the house. Sherbrooke. It's a nice place. Far better from the city. It's what I needed to get away from the crowd. Buying that house was no mistake. It came at a reasonable price. The neighborhood is great. And Christine, my neighbor, and first friend around here, she has been awfully kind and caring. The house is old, but it was well taken care of. It had a large backyard, a cozy fireplace. It was very welcoming. But there's one thing I did overlook when I bought it. This house once belonged to a criminal. He was taken in for murder. Murder? In this house? Well, I'll be honest with you. That's why you're getting the house at this price. Seeing a bit of hesitation, the agent assured me. Others had bought the house after him, and I was the third person to purchase the house down the line. There were no complaints about the house before. But things didn't turn out as he promised after I moved in. It's been about 2 months now, and the feeling just won't go. It always feels like someone is watching me, whether I'm inside or out. But things began to get uneasy when I woke up to noises in the middle of the night. Sometimes it felt like there was someone walking around the house. Alan, I've told you before, there's nothing to worry about. The house has been bought and sold a number of times before you bought it. People live there with no problem. I don't know, maybe you're right, but I just can't shake off that feeling that someone's watching me. Sometimes it can happen when you're living all alone. No, it all started since that incident back in the city. One night, this homeless man followed me back to my place. Stood outside the house, watching over for the whole night, probably waiting for me to sleep. Who knows what was in his mind? Who knows if he was even homeless? Probably a thief or a robber. So I called the police and had him arrested. Ever since then, that feeling just lingered. Well, that's over now, and this neighborhood is pretty safe. I've been here for 7 years. I know, but I keep thinking about the man who owned the house. Who was he? I didn't want to tell you this, but I guess it's no use of keeping it from you. It's the legend of Joe Martin. He was a narcissist, but no one thought he would go this far. They say he couldn't fall asleep unless he had the feeling that someone was watching him. Sounds odd. It's the same feeling you're trying to get rid of. Yet he was searching for it. And then one day, police tracked his house and he was arrested for putting up a scarecrow in his room. Scarecrow in his room? Strange, but that's not a crime, is it? Some months had passed since a girl went missing in our town. She was a young girl, about 17 years old. She was pretty, with exceptionally big eyes. Maybe that's why Martin decided to target her. The police found no ordinary scarecrow in his room. It was that girl, hanging from a pole right in front of his bed. Her body was rotting. Her eyes were still open. Her eyelids were cut off. That's sick. No one saw Martin after that. It's been about 30 years since then, and others have bought the house with no complaints, so you can rest assured everything will be fine. It's getting really late. I'm going to bed. You can stay in the guest room. Thanks. It's like I haven't slept in that house for weeks now. No problem. I guess it's nice to have some company around. The next morning, after getting a few hours of sleep, I was feeling a lot better. Thanks for letting me stay. You're welcome anytime. Returning back home, I tried keeping myself occupied, organizing the house, but no matter what I did, every night would be the same, constantly waking up from nightmares. Who's there? The nights were horrible, and even the days were unbearable. I started to become paranoid about every simple thing around the house, clenching at even the slightest breeze that would make the curtains move. Startled out of my mind, hearing the sudden noise in the pin-drop silent house, I threw the knife from my hands. It went straight into the wall and punctured it. What am I doing? I'm losing my mind. I went to get the knife when I noticed the wall was leaking. A strange yellow fluid seeped from the walls as I pulled out the knife. That's when I saw something shimmer through the crack. used a knife to break apart the wall. I stuffed my hand inside to take out something that felt like a jar. It's past midnight now, and I'm still watching the forensic crew uncasing rows and rows of jars of eyeballs from the secret compartment behind the walls of the entire house. This is why it always felt like someone was watching. It was truly insane.
If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends and family.